supplies and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is John and Jenna with Flippin' Ain't Easy. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully you guys had better sales than we did. It wasn't a great weekend at all. I worked my tail off and really had only a fraction of the sales. But you know what? We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep doing our thing. Thankfully, the weekdays prior to the weekend, we had really strong sales. So it's about on par anyway with what we've been doing. And we generally do about, I'd say, after fees and everything, after eBay takes their cut and labels and all that, we usually clear a couple $1,000s in a week on that main account anyway. So we achieve that, so all is good. But I did get a message, and I wonder if you guys got a message about a rebate. And this is more of an account credit, I guess, than a rebate. And I don't know if you guys received this email. We received it on Friday, and it's about one of the features that was advertised at eBay Open. And I made a video about it, talking about how this feature is, for some could be a game changer. I think it's going to help my business if it's implemented properly. But according to this, here's the email. Update on your cost feature. Dear seller name, thank you for trying our new your cost feature. Unfortunately, a system error affected the data, so we need to remove any cost information sellers have entered. Please be sure that the cost information you entered was never visible to buyers or sellers, and your order earnings and payouts are not impacted. As a gesture of goodwill, we've applied a $25 account credit for any inconvenience this may have caused. This credit will appear in your account within the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll notify you when the feature is available again. You'll be able to re-enter your information at this time. So they lost all the work. I mean, I say work. We did a few end item sell similars or relists where that was the only time that feature was available to us anyway, and we were doing it with our daily process. Maybe 30 or 40 listings in each account were affected. And yeah, we did get the credit. Now, to find the credit, you'll want to do this. You want to go over here to your performance. You want to go to your, your payments. That is, no, not performance, your payments, and then go to all transactions. Click on that, and then you want to go to adjustment, and you'll see this credit right there. $25 credit, and we were able to confirm that we had it in both stores. So wanted to make you guys aware. Look, I don't know if they're tracking to see if you used it, and therefore they're going to give you the credit if they see that you've used it, or if they decided to give this to all sellers. I don't know, but for us, both accounts, we have received it, and that was over the weekend. So I guess there's a way of offsetting the slow sales. How are the sales for you guys? Want to know how that is? Other than that, I put out a video showing you guys that we had received the boxes, and we received most of our order. And I decided to share that with you, and you would think that I just went out and robbed a bank, guys. You would think the level of some of these comments that I got. Now, a lot of them were like, hey, cool, thank you. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to call in. But there's some that just wanted to fight me. And it's like, there's no need. Look, I'm just a guy giving you information. Do what you want with it. This is what I have these boxes. They work for us. Yes, we're Poshmark sellers. And this originated with Poshmark. And look, there's been people that have called. And there's people who have spoken to USPS representatives. These boxes were created and for use for USPS Ground Advantage labels. Now, in the spirit of the program, I guess you could say, should you be a Poshmark seller? I would agree with that in the spirit of it. But I do know that there's people who have even called and spoken to the folks at Victory Packaging is the company that's being, I guess, contracted out to handle this. Well, one person called up and they left a comment on my video. That's how I know. One person called up and said, "Hey, I'm not a Poshmark seller, but I do buy my labels on Pirate Ship, and I do buy Ground Advantage labels," and they let them order. Okay, so this idea that we're somehow breaking the rules, we're doing something nefarious, that's hurtful. If anything's hurtful, it's all these fee increases that we get, right? A couple of people say, "Look, I don't feel bad at all for getting free boxes after all the fee increases that they do to us. It's about time." They're, in my opinion, a year beyond delivering these free boxes, because I talked about it in February of 2024, and they're like a year late. Now you might ask, well, why do they do this with Poshmark then? Why don't they just leave it available for anyone? And like Jenna had suggested, we think it's probably a slow rollout, a soft rollout, because they probably don't have enough supplies for every post office in the United States. And so this is a soft rollout, get it started, get the supplies out there. And Poshmark was probably the one that they chose to roll it out on a very small level. And some people say, well, why didn't eBay get their hand in this? It may be a supply issue there. eBay's much larger than Poshmark, and it could very well be that it was just going to be an overwhelming thing. Now, you can call. I think I messed up, like I said in the video over the weekend, and I drew her ire when they delivered the 150 boxes. I have 150 of each size box, and the padded 20 by 14 envelopes. Well, I got an email today from a guy named Mohammed at Victory Packaging, and he said, "We got your order. We're going to process that out soon." And I'm like, they're going to send my order twice. And the reason why, I think, is because when I first signed up to get these boxes through Victory Packaging, I sent the email and I sent the wrong email address. Wasn't the one that was linked to our Poshmark account. So I'm like, oh crap. So I sent him another email saying, "Hey, this is an update to the previous email that I sent. This is our closet. This is our email address. And please send the original order," because I thought they were going to make sure that your email and your closet match, right? Apparently they're not looking, guys, because got this other email saying I got another 150 packages, boxes, and all these mailers. So I don't know. What do you think? Am I in trouble?
Don't get me wrong. I am grateful and thankful for the free supplies. However, where am I going to put the rest of these boxes? I would like to know.
Well, that's your job.
I have already rearranged my entire shipping room to hold what we already got. And so now I'm going to have to do a little more shuffling around in that one room.
Well, that is your department.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, that's your department. So, what do they used to say at Amtrak? That's not my job. So, I don't know. But I want to thank Pitco for sending a gift membership. And it's Donna's Crafty Creations that gets the membership. So, congratulations,
cool.
Donna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Keith. And if you're with us today, Donna, jump in the chat and say hello.
Where's my buttons? Can you?
Yeah, I can press your buttons.
And
And then we've got Duncan. Oh, there's Duncan. Sorry to interrupt you, John, but here's Burger Money. Happy crickets and cicadas to you. Now I should be ranked number 1 and Keith ranked 2. LOL, it's Jenna falling asleep. Well, thank you so much, Duncan. We appreciate you, man. I do thank you for that.
You can do it!
Yeah, you could do it.
Yes, I was getting my little buttons ready.
And you know what? It's weird. The chat cut off again. So I'm only seeing the official record shows that Oops was first. Maybe not.
No,
See?
it wasn't. It was actually Joe Samard, I
Joe
believe.
Samard?
Yeah.
Well, Oops, you're up there. Oops, I shipped myself says 5th in chat. Pretty much the eBay package. All you had to do say is you're first, and I would have believed you there.
No, I think this is from why it cut off is because it was prior to the start of the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but hey, thank you, Duncan, for the super chat.
Yes.
And of course, thank you, Keith, for the membership. That's awesome,
Thank
you guys.
you guys. You guys
Here-
are the best.
Now, speaking of memberships, we do offer memberships, $2.99 for membership. We keep it low to keep people, to make it affordable for people. And we have a membership because we do like to have a get-together called a reseller roundtable that we do once or twice a month, where we get together and we talk about best practices. We do deep dives. We have volunteers. I had someone that hit me up saying, hey, do you do store reviews like you used to? Like, people would email me, and I'm like, I would rather it be in this setting. If you can do the membership, get in here. We'll take a deep dive at your account, because now you only have not only my eyes, but you have other resellers that are taking a look at it and maybe giving 2 cents from their perspective, as well as the things you can do to improve your store.
And it's a small group of people.
That's why we
It's
do it
not-
that way.
Yeah, it's not like the whole channel is watching.
Yeah, and I think another thing also that has come up, the video I put out last week about the EIS, eBay International Shipping Program, there's been a number of people that have said that they have opted out and their sales just went.
Well, even Keith in the UK said he turned off is it GSP?
GSP, Global Shipping Program,
And
for
his
UK.
sales started flowing in.
Now, look, not everyone's going to have those kind of results. I mean, you're only going to be able to know if you try it. And the thing is, you can always opt back in if you don't see a difference. And I think many people who use EIS, get those international sales, could certainly benefit from using EIS. You don't have to worry about dealing with returns or anything like that. I think it's a good program. But even if you opted out, you could still offer international shipping on your own through Pirate Ship, if you want, for instance. I think they give the best rates for that. And it's something that maybe you can either build into your shipping, maybe the cost of that label for international, or make it a calculated thing, or you can do a flat rate. So there's ways to make it work. I mean, to me, if you turn it off and your sales just start going up, tells me there's a glitch. There's a glitch that eBay doesn't know about. And, anybody surprised by that there could be a glitch out there that eBay is not aware of? So, look, until they fix it, and I said this back in 2024, until they fix it, I'm not going to be a part of it. I don't need to be a part of it. The very few sales increase that I get from international buyers is very, very minimal as compared to the number of sales that I get because I'm not a part of the program. So it's up to each and every person to decide if that's something that you want to do. Let's see. We got Brenda Smith says, hello, everyone. Still working on cleaning out my dad's house. We're allowed to keep his antique booth until the end of December.
Oh, that's nice.
Get it done. Get it
Yeah.
done. Now, look, I feel ashamed. And I'll say ashamed because I'm human. I made mistakes
No.
in my business.
What?
I made mistakes in my business, and I will
No.
show you. And it's not the mistake that Keith is thinking, that I haven't finished my conversion rate. Look at these sales, guys. It's dropped Saturday, Sunday, and today is not good either. Now, what could have happened? I think I know what happened. The eBay returns that I have on my account are now, I got a message on Saturday, actually Friday, that we are very high for eBay Motors. So what that's supposed to mean is that you're supposed to get an increase of 6% in fees. Yet we've sold an item today. We sold an auto part today in eBay Motors, and I looked, there's no fees there. And I'm checking my placements. I'm seeing that my placements are a little lower than normal for those parts. So, I mean, it looks like because my account is being looked at in 3-month increments, that maybe Q4, is just destined to be screwed up for me. We'll see, because I don't know. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I still have the other account. The secondary account, Hot Desert Deals, that one we've been building it quite well. It's 450 listings, a lot of small ticket listings. But what I've kind of been doing is been finding more and more dollar items out and about when I'm sourcing, and I'm putting those items on that account too. So we're building it up. We're building up the ASP on that. And maybe the goal here in the next year or two for both accounts is to have them over 500 listings. Doesn't seem like a lot, but that's kind of where I want to be. And I am pulling, an average of $300 to $600 a day from both accounts. Cumulative being over $1,000 a day. That's kind of where I'm wanting to be. So it's a far cry from where I was 3 years ago when I'm like, man, if I could just earn $500 a day in sales.
It wasn't even 500 when we started. It was 300.
Well, we keep bringing it up, right? So
it's just
we will
funny
see
how you, as time goes on, you know that you're doing the right things and you increase your sales.
You guys, I tell you, Keith.
What?
Keith said his antics. Oops, I just got rid of it.
Oops.
Keith, sorry about that. Keith. Oh boy, super chat. 20 pounds says, have a coffee or drink on me, guys, as a thank you for all you do. You're not just a YouTuber, you're good friends and family. And John, get that darn video done. Drive me crazy, dude.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Well, thank you for that. I guess now I gotta have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it.
Thank you, Keith and Duncan. You guys are so awesome.
Yeah.
We don't expect you to do that, but we do appreciate when you do.
You guys are outstanding. The super chats that you guys do are outstanding. And then we got this isn't a super chat off, by the way. We're not at war with each other. Duncan, are you guys fighting for the number one spot? Where's Thomas S? He usually here by now. Well, thank you for the super chat.
There's Duncan.
That's what I just
Damn,
showed
Keith
you.
got number one spot back. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it!
Oh my gosh, you guys.
For 3 easy payments of $39.95, you can be the number one spot.
No.
You guys are crazy.
No, you can't.
Brenda Smith says, eBay is slow, my own fault. Oh my goodness. This is a war.
You guys.
Devon!
Oh my God.
Why does this go away when I click on it? Love you both.
Love you.
Thank you, Devon. Dang it, guys. You guys are
so
outstanding.
awesome.
You guys are what
I mean, we already knew that. This is just more proof.
What can I say? You guys are outstanding.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to need that coffee because I have a brand new desk to put together.
Yeah.
And
She talked me into getting her a desk.
Yes.
Like the one she had wasn't good enough.
No, it wasn't. It sucks so bad.
So I said, look, as long as you're doing the work on the desk.
Yeah, and now I look at it and it's got 550,000 freaking parts.
So the bubble wrap dispenser that we have, when we first moved here, and well, not when we first moved here,
when Tyler moved
when
out.
we first utilized that room for our business, I put up the bubble wrap dispenser that I had in the wall in the garage. It freed up some space in the garage, which is cool, and then I put it up. But I don't think I did the best job. After a while, it started to kind of lean, and Jenna came in and said, I had a nightmare that this thing was going to fall on me and kill me. So I'm like, okay, being dramatic now.
No, you guys, ever since my car accident, I don't remember dreams. Ever. Like, ever. And this one, for one reason or another, I had a nightmare about this thing falling on me and cracking me in the head and killing me. And it scared the living daylights out of me. And so I told him, you need to fix that the bracket up top. And he's like, okay. And
so I finally did. I
So
went
he
up there
did.
and fixed it. I have it to where this dude could hang from that thing and it's not going anywhere. So we got a member, Amazon Seller 99. Welcome to the FAE fan membership. And what I was going to say is, now we're talking about memberships. I think we're going to do one tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
No. Not Wednesday.
Can't do tomorrow.
Why can't I
do Tuesdays?
Why can't I do Tuesday?
TreeCat.
Well, no. Before that. It's going to be like our 3 o'clock. We'll do it for a solid hour. And, we'll get in here and 3 o'clock tomorrow Pacific, 6 Eastern. And we'll do roundtable. The reason why we do it on Tuesday is because Keith is going to be at
Oh, that's right.
eBay Open in the UK, and so what kind of roundtable would it be without Keith? So stay tuned for that one. So again, thank you to all the members. I think we have like about 50 or 60 members, I believe. I can check that. But we usually have a turnout of about a solid 20 people or so that will come in and hang out with us and talk business. And that's kind of why we do it. It's much more focused than it is like right now when we're talking. So looks like we have, according to this, we're at 52 members. 52 members. So that's where we're at. So if you want to become a member, it's very easy and cost effective to do so. So thank you so much. All right, let's see who else we have here. Oops, I shit myself says my sales are finally waking up. September's always in hibernation, but October through July pays the rent while September just eats snacks and naps. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like our Septembers.
It is. And,
Oh my goodness.
oh boy. David Pentland says, hey guys,
We
sales are
love
good. Pass
you
on
too.
some love. Well, thank you, David.
Oh, thank you.
Did you get your package yet?
Did you get your package yet? I should probably check tracking.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that.
It does take a little while, so maybe not
Yeah,
yet.
probably
But
not.
thank you
when
so
did I
much,
send
darn
it?
it.
Friday.
No, before that. It was well
I
before
don't
that.
remember.
But just know it's on its way, and thank you so much for your super chats. We might be able to go to Sizzler tonight.
No, only if we're going to California.
We could at this point. Gail Carlson's with us,
Hello, Gail.
and I hope you had a good weekend. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here. We got Derek W. Pat. Hello, all you beautiful people. Let's see. Gail says, why are most of us limited to 75 points? Anyone know?
I have no idea how the whole thing
I think.
works.
Well,
so.
I see that. No, I don't think you're limited. I don't know. I think it does something with the whole super chat system and stuff like that to give you points. And I don't know. Look, this is something that YouTube did.
I don't
to
know.
keep everything has to be a competition now these days, and it looks like chat is a competition. It's like just participate. That's all. It doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Joe Samard says, howdy, John and Jen and all the fine resellers here.
Hello,
nice to see
Joe.
you. And we have Ping. Ping G says, hello, John and Jen in the chat. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Ping.
Gail says, you and a few others are the lucky ones you paying off YouTube. LOL.
Callie Debs, hello.
Yeah, Callie Debs. Nice to see you. We got to get out to Burbank sometime. See the kids. Honor Squad says, happy Monday, John, Jen, and FA chat.
Hello.
Family. Nice to see you. Am I missing
Kevin
something?
Hawthorne.
Kevin Hawthorne.
Hi,
nice to see you, Kevin. And Ping says, listed 10 items using List Easier. Going to sign up for the $69 plan. Well, this wasn't meant to be a commercial for them, but if it works for you, do it.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Gail says, John, doing better, only 2 minutes late today.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 minutes late.
I know.
Coppercat says, hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Coppercat.
Hello.
We have Bob Rock. Says, woo, John and Jenna.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah. Jane's Jungle Safari. Hello, John and Jenna and FA family.
Hello, Jane.
And real quick, I want to point out, we got Bob and Jane are members of the channel. So
Yes.
we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Duncan says, Jenna's store had more sales than John's store. It actually did today. One of those $1 items. It's crazy. One of those $1 items.
Since I shipped, yes.
Yeah, one of those $1 items I put up that has a going price of like $120, and it sold like overnight.
Yep.
So hey,
Yay me.
yeah, I guess, yay you, yay
kidding.
you, yay, it's all
Good
you.
job, honey.
No, you bring the positive vibes, so yay you. Henri Squaw says, I never used the cost slot, so I guess I'm out of the $25. So I'm wondering.
I'm wondering if they send it to to everybody.
Did anybody else get that email, and or did you check your credit over the weekend to see if you got that? I'd love to know. Jakester says, I haven't used the feature and no credit.
Aww.
So I guess.
But he did get a membership. If you scroll down a little farther.
Did I miss it? No, I didn't miss it. No, because he would be.
He did. He did. Later on, you'll see his name is changed.
Well, thank you for being a member. Darn it.
There he is.
Here.
Right there.
Okay, so Pitco gave away a membership, and it went to Jakester.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So hopefully you can hang. You got a
Welcome.
lot of wisdom on reselling, so
Thank
maybe
you,
you can hang out
Keith.
with us. And then Derek also sent a membership. Thank you, Derek.
Oh, nice.
In it to flip it, received one gift membership.
Yay.
So thank you so much, Derek.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best ever.
Let's see. Trying to get to some more comments here.
Todd's here. Did you already say
Where's
hi
Todd?
to Todd?
Yeah, there's Todd. But he only says hi. Oh, there he is. Hi, Pitco. Hi, Devon. I don't see any highs to me. I don't want to get
Yes,
involved.
he did.
Okay,
He
howdy.
said
Oh, there it
howdy.
is. Howdy.
Howdy!
Nice to see you, Todd. And
Thank you, Gail.
summer sales are strong, but the last 3 weeks have been poor. So you're in Texas. What is your reaction to this Texas tax? You're going to get taxed on your eBay fees. So your
That is
eBay
really
fees, I don't know if it's like 8%. So okay, so if you're spending, let's say you're 20%. That's with on eBay fees with your 13.25, and some categories are lower than that. But let's just say after your promoted listings, you're at right around 20%. So you sell something for $100, eBay's taking $20 right off the top, and then the state of Texas is like whacking you guys for what, 8% or something like that.
8.25.
It's 8% or something like that, and you're looking at what?
Oh.
Was that $1.60? So instead of paying $20 in fees, you're paying $21, $22. It's
Thank you, David Pentlin. He gave out 5 memberships, so we've got. There's Dirty Scumbag Reseller, which is Anthony, James Helferstay, Visible Farms Arizona, Pilgore 420J, and Fran H, and Tuna.
That is awesome. Thank you, guys.
That is so
thank
cool.
you, David.
Welcome.
And so you guys will, if you're watching, you guys will be able to tune in not only to if you can make it or not tomorrow afternoon or evening, but also you can go back and check out the members only videos that we've made, including the trip we made back in May where we had that whole traumatic experience that has scarred me to this day.
That's the real reason that John didn't go to Nashville, because he didn't want.
I didn't want him
He
to
didn't
reroute
wanna
me
have
through
to-
Chicago. Who the hell would do that anyway? Probably Southwest.
Tony did it.
Yeah. Gail says, Jenna looking lovely as ever.
Thank you, Gail.
Pink says, I never used the cost slot either. There's many people that were worried about it. I don't know. It's a glitch. Maybe, see, eBay introduces things, right? And, at least this time they announced they were making this change. But they introduce things, it breaks something else. Mm-hmm. So my thought is maybe this change is well-intentioned and they couldn't get it to work quite properly. That's why we were only able to find it when we were doing the end item relist sell similar, and it wasn't showing up in our lister to up. You can't just go and do a revision to your current listing to add that because the slot wasn't there. So I imagine if you weren't actively trying to use it, then you probably weren't going to be affected by this. So I guess the thing to do is next time that they introduce something new, use it so you can get a credit when they take it down when it doesn't work.
Yeah, but who would ever know that was going to happen?
You learned here, right? So
I mean,
we can go to Sizzler. UTC Towing says, hey everyone, hope you're having a great day.
Hey, how are
nice to see you. Devon says, I'm feeling Q4 coming on both platforms for now. Yeah. And I'm feeling kind of the crunch for Q4 myself with the things going on with the eBay Motor side that I kind of figured out before the show, because I'm trying to figure out what in the world's going on. I'm not quite sure what's happening, how long this is going to be a problem for, even though the one item we did sell after she shipped was an auto part, so we'll see if it affects the volume of sales there. But for me, mainly, it's just this. It's kind of hanging over my head. It's like a monkey on my back. This whole storage unit thing and the reorganization that's coming up in this garage. It's going to be a heck of a chore, and I'm doing everything that I can to not only maintain the level of listings and the business, right, which takes a good chunk of my day, but also to try to get other stuff processed that's waiting for me to process. Either throw it out because I'm never going to get to it, or get it broken down. Like I had a couple of vacuum cleaners. You know, I'm in here watching the games on Sunday, and I'm just breaking down this vacuum into pieces and got that all listed. Things like that. Just trying to get that area out that I'm going to reorganize, get it cleaned up, and get the stuff listed. And this Junk Trader says, Poshmark can eat a bag of Richards.
Oh, my. Wow. Posh really done messed up and pissed in your Cheerios.
I got to tell you, I used to, so this is the thing I get accused of. I used to delete people from the channel. And this has nothing to do with your comment, but it's something that I thought.
Where are we going?
Well, we're going with something I forgot to say. So I used to delete people from the channel because they were a bag of Richards and saying things that were just wrong, right? And you know, look, not just wrong, but rude in a way. Like, and I almost did it this last weekend where someone was saying, "Oh, you're just being fraudulent, and you're you know, encouraging others to be fraudulent with these boxes." It's like, guys,
if we want to delete somebody from the channel, we can do that.
We will, but you know, I get
That's
accused
our
of
prerogative.
all the time of deleting comments too.
But
It's
we
not
don't.
us. It's not us.
I mean, I would love to.
But we don't. I don't. I want to be wrong, guys. If you guys ever see that, hey, John's kind of off on this one, let me know I'm wrong. But do it in a way that you would want to be told that you're wrong. You're not going to just basically call someone a scammer, or you're not going to call somebody, you know,
an idiot.
Well, that it didn't go that far this time.
Well, this
but
time.
It's just like, yeah, be respectful. That's all I say. But you know what? I don't mind your remark because now if you said John can eat Richards, then that would be not right.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say that.
She said
You want you need says, I hope you're all well, John and Jen and FA family. I hope you have a good show. As per sales, they're good up until the postal strike. Just waiting for eBay International Shipping to open up.
Wait, there's another strike in
Yeah,
Canada?
there
My
is.
God, get your stuff together.
They walked off the job or something due to some change that was made. That's kind of what I saw briefly.
They're probably just being petty.
Time to sell collectibles says, hello, John, Jen, and FA viewers. Hope all are having a good week.
Yes.
Just doing the best that I can. Sales are slow, but I'm building the store. And that's what when things start to normalize, those items are going to be there. Gail Carlson says, post office here in Omaha has no idea when they'll be available here at the post office.
Well, you can get them mailed to you so that doing it the way that that they advise to do it, you don't just pick them up at the post office. They actually come. And when I saw my mailman as I'm in my room organizing, I see him just lifting boxes
And she started to
upon
panic.
boxes, and I went, Jonathan, what did you do? And he's like, what?
Now check this out. This is the number to call. Whether you sell on Poshmark or not, don't send an email. Don't open up a fake Poshmark account. Call this number and speak to someone at Victory Packaging to see if you qualify. And the number is 800.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's too hard.
800-610-8734. And see if they'll send you. Let them know you're an eBay seller. You don't sell on Poshmark, but you'd like to get some free boxes, and see if they'll send them to you. Now, one person did comment that they did just that. They commented and they said, well, they went on there, they called them, they said, look, I don't have a Poshmark account, but I ship via pirate ship. And they said, no problem, let's order some boxes for you. And that's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe the comment of, but I ship using pirate ship may have made them do it.
Well,
Anyway.
Honor Squad says, I don't have my boxes yet.
Well, I'm sure they're coming. I love you.
Well, at least you like somebody on this channel. That's all that matters. Got Michelle R. Happy Monday, everyone.
Hello,
Make those
Michelle.
sales. Yes. Yes. Todd says, Muhammad knows you need more boxes for sure. He did.
Muhammad, yeah.
He sure did.
He must have seen
Muhammad M. Yes, I was going to suggest that to Archie. I was going to say...
He just texted me.
I was going to say, if Archie...
Airport.
If Archie at all makes a presence on this chat, I will be glad to give him my shipment of boxes. But that's up to him if he wants them or not.
I think I just saw Mike just dropped him off at the airport.
Oh, okay. Dropped them off at the airport in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're on the way back from the Tennessee meetup. Oops, I just shipped myself. Says the real question is why the credit. My theory, eBay slipped up big time, tossed you some pocket change as a distraction, and hope you wouldn't notice the real glitch in the matrix. So what did it screw up?
Yeah, that's my question is what did they do?
Did they turn off that feature, throw me a $25 bone, knowing my sales were going to take a damn dump over the weekend? And I'm sitting here thinking it has something to do with auto parts, which only makes up about, I'd say, 20% of my store. So there's... to see a 60% drop off in sales, 70% drop off in sales in 3 days. Maybe they went in there. This is what I'm glad you mentioned this. If my sales continue to take the El Dumperino, I am going to go in and I'm going to nuke it. And I've done this before when sales have been slow. You nuke it, you give each listing a new identity, and whatever is like tagged on, whatever is tagged to those old listings will be gone. I'm a firm believer in doing that. For what I do, you do what you want, but I'm just reporting what's worked for me in the past. Keith says, shipping ain't easy with that many boxes stuffed in the room.
I'm telling you, it looks so organized and pristine, and then you go throw John in there, and it's like the wizard came and just uprooted everything.
The wizard. The Wizard of Sales went through there. That's right. So we've been dealing with an issue with our paper tape machine. It is crazy. We keep having, it keeps jamming on us. And, she keeps wanting me to buy a $700, $800 machine. Look, I ain't trying to give money away. They ain't growing on trees. It ain't coming through my store lately. So we're trying to make do with what we have. It has a brush system, and we tried cleaning it. It worked for a minute, and then just jam. It works when the brush is not installed, but you need the brush in there to moisten the paper tape. So she went in there and trimmed. You gave the damn thing a haircut.
I did. I did.
Trimmed the
because
brush.
You want to know why? Because my friend Scott, Bearded Picker, said he did the same thing after I had already told him that I did it. So him and I are on the same page.
And how did that work out for you?
It worked until it didn't.
It stopped working today. So I'm in there
That's
trying to...
because you're touching
I'm
it.
trying to... I just hit a button to kick me out the 6-inch strip of paper tape. It worked twice and went back in and went... It's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So you got to take everything out. You got to cut the paper tape. You got to pull it out, get the pliers, get every little piece that wants to stay in there out, and then try it. It's like... It's still better than not having a machine, even when you're using a broken one. But at some point, we've got to figure this thing out because it's really starting to get on my last nerves.
Because I cannot do my job as good.
You can still use the paper tape the way I use it. If
No,
you had to.
you know what he's doing? He's taking the piece of tape. It'll spit it out as long as you don't have the brush and the water in there. And so he will take and push the button for a, let's say, 12-inch piece of tape, and then he takes that piece and he rolls it over the
brush,
the brushes.
The wet brush, right?
I mean, what's the point?
What's the point? Because the paper tape any day is better than tape, and you can agree with that.
No, I can't agree, but I am not going to go ghetto. I'm not.
Well, they don't know how I did it.
I'm not. Nobody needs to know.
Nobody knows how I
want
did
my
it.
job to work seamlessly.
It's about getting the job done.
I want
with
it
the right
to be
tools.
seamlessly.
Well, then
With the right
then
tools.
give it another haircut.
I'm just gonna go buy one.
You do that after you put your desk together. You want you need says Devon. Yeah, it's not good right now. This is the strike in Canada. I think the union is going to strike themselves out of their retirement and their jobs. AI and community mailboxes will be replacing them. And here's Jenna's favorite comment of the day from Anissa. Up John's arse. I appreciate that. Thank you, Anissa. Feeling the love over here.
That was great.
Ryan Hess says, you could sell me some of them extra boxes. Not selling anyone anything.
No, we would never
But check this out.
sell
There is
free USPS boxes.
a local place that I buy liquidation from. Put a box full of the, what are those?
It's against the law
the
to do that.
the priority mail Tyvek mailers. It's like the
Just bubble.
No, they're not bubble. These are the ones that are Tyvek mailers. It's the large bags, and they had a box of them. They're selling for. They started $1. When I checked, this was like on Friday night. Saturday night. They had it at $13. Now, who's more dumb there? The company that's putting them up for sale, which, I mean, they are, I think, stupid for doing, but
It's illegal.
It is.
You cannot do that.
But the person that bid $13 when they could go on to USPS.com and get these priority mail bags for free.
What in the fludge is happening?
Uh-oh. What was that? Getting spammed? We're getting nuked.
Okay, good job, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Ping is on it.
Well, Ping and Pitco, everybody's on them.
Good, guys. I'm curious what they said, but I guess I'll never know.
I'll show you what they said
Ryan,
in a minute.
yeah, you might want to just call the number. Silver Hair says, put your bed on stilts and shove boxes under there.
My bed is already up off the floor. It's got my pajamas under there. So there's no more room.
Brady Bunch villain, also known as Biff.
Biff!
So BBV is what Primo calls him. Of all the eBay glitches, why does this one get a credit? It's BBV.
Yeah, baby.
BBVs. They know that BBDs are those like they used to be an underwear brand, right?
No, it's BBD.
BBVs?
It's in the song. It's in the rap song.
Boys to Men, ABC, BBV.
BBB.
Yeah, the East Coast family. Yeah. Anyways, of all the eBay glitches, why does this one get a credit? What about all the extra 30-cent fees I pay per transaction because they can't combine orders properly?
That's exactly right. I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
why I'm saying I don't understand. What did they actually break to cause them to think that they could shut us up by giving us $25?
And I guess what I want to know is this hush money? Is this they know that I'm gonna make a video and like, oh, so maybe we'll pay him off and he can be happy about it and not say anything. But you guys know I'm going to share this with you, right? Hopefully you guys, if you've used it, let me know because I'd like to know if you got the.
That's the
Yeah. I know Belle Biv DeVoe.
I know you know. I know you know. Mr. Wannabe.
Junk Trader, listen, it's called shit shifting, our specialty. Let's see. What was that?
I think she didn't. She did it on accident.
Oh, okay. So there it is. Woohoo, another member, even though it's not coming up.
No, just don't worry about him.
I'm worried about him. Let's see. Trying to get through here. Todd says, I bought 800 of more military surplus.
Oh.
Gwen is going to say, where are you going to put that?
Oh. I feel Gwen's pain. I really do. I really feel it.
Gwen has no pain. She gets to go on cruises because of Todd's
I
efforts.
don't get to go on cruises.
It's because of Todd's efforts with these extra military
Well, then I'm going to go work for Todd.
The answer to that question, Todd, is when she says, where are you going to put that? I'm going to put it on the cruise ship that it's going to pay for when you go on the next cruise. This is what's paying for it.
No.
Todd says, Anissa, I am adorable, and Gwen don't know how great I truly am.
Obviously, she does if she's been married to you for 95 years.
Into the Flip It says, what? I wasn't even here and was given a membership thanks to whoever it was.
Yes! I believe, was that one from Derek? Or, no.
That was from Derek, yes. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Ping accidentally deleted Derek's.
Oh, that's not
It's
fun.
okay. It's all right.
But Gwen is a saint, Todd. We all know it.
Yes, she really is.
And this thing is really getting to me here. It's
Yeah.
like hard. Gail says, I shut mine off and had crickets all last week after I did. That's the EIS, huh? And it's not going to work the same for everyone. So try it if you want. I'm not here to tell you you should try it or your sales are going to hit, rock bottom. But if you notice, like, ever since switching over to EIS that your sales have fallen off, I mean, it could be the answer. There's some people that have said it's the answer. So that makes me happy to know that at least one person was able to benefit from it.
You're not going anywhere, Anissa. She's
She's
been blinded for 75 years.
And there's Jake. You want your needs says, that was a Devon comment. So time to sell collectibles. If we opt out, do you have to block sales outside the U.S.? No, you could set it up. You'd have to go into your individual shipping policy, and you can set it up to allow for international and set it up however you want that. Just know instead of shipping it to eBay, you're going to be shipping it to now the buyer, and you're going to be filling in the harmonization codes and all that stuff. Because we had one like that where she called me in and says, I don't know what to put in for this. So if you're shipping an item internationally and it's asking you to put the harmonization code, the best thing to do is to simply go in and do a Google search or throw it in your favorite AI and say, what is the harmonization code for, LPs or cassettes or media, that type, or whatever it is that you're shipping outside the U.S., and then it'll give you an answer. Usually it's like a 7-digit number with like a period in between.
It's not 7 digits.
Some of them are longer than others.
It's like
Some are longer
3 and then a dot and then 2 numbers.
Some are longer than others. Just depends.
Some are, but I haven't come across that.
And then you just you copy, and you paste that right into the harmonization box, and it'll leave you alone from that point on. So, but yeah, you can ship internationally, and it's up to each and every person. To me, if someone increased their sales by 20% because maybe there is a glitch affecting that category, I think it's category specific. That's why it's not affecting all sellers. But if you're selling within a category that is affected by this possible glitch, then you're going to wish that you switched earlier, and it may be worth your while to do it.
No, you're
I
right.
know. I'm just trying to get this
I
thing
know.
keeps
I
moving
don't know
up.
why you keep going up and down.
Todd says, I sold a $100 military coat today with EIS. I ain't shutting that cash cow down. Buyer paid $48 shipping. There you go. There you go.
Yep. Just do what works for you.
Yeah, Duncan says, John's favorite buyers are from Puerto Rico, the ones that want him to pay their installation fees. Speaking of that buyer actually did open up a return. This is the buyer from Puerto Rico who bought an auto part. They opened up a return after trying to shake me down. I told them, just open the return. And eBay's going to keep an eye on this transaction. Well, they opened a return, but they never shipped it back. And eBay closed the case on my behalf with no refund to the buyer. So tell me it wasn't a shakedown, because why would he play that game with me? They had another alternator that they had to buy and have it reinstalled. Then why would they need the part that wasn't functional? I'll tell you why, because it's in their car currently right now working. Have like 3 of those Puerto Rico returns that have hurt my metrics that have put me in this spot. I'll just tell you that right now. Megan Farrell says, I hit that like, got a sale, and guess what, Jenna? It's going to Flower Mound, Texas. Can't make this up.
That is so funny.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
So those of you who were with us on Friday, we were talking about the fished out $10,000 iPhone 14 that was found at the lake. Was it Lake like Grapefruit or something?
No, Grapevine. Grapevine?
No.
Yes.
That's over at Flower Mound, Texas, and that was like the discussion. Everyone was like, I'm not far from Flower Mound. I'm like, well, go get a net and go find your $10,000 iPhone. Todd says, new Texas tax is going to cost me $70 a month. Coming soon to a state near you.
Grapevine Lake. I was
Grapevine.
right.
So you said grape.
I said Grapevine.
Okay. Well, you're good.
That's awesome.
Let's
It
see
looks
here.
like a pretty cool place. I mean, there's a lake there. There's a lake there.
Gail says, I tried sending some of the crickets I got last week, but would not let me send them to you.
We don't want them. We
No,
get enough of those.
Look, the market is already cornered on crickets and cicadas. That's Duncan's thing. I wouldn't think about doing anything like that. It's margarita time, baby, says
What?
Amazon Seller 99.
Margaritas for...
It looked like we did have a FAE donation challenge for a second there. That was crazy.
Yeah. That was...
Yeah, thank you guys
That was
again.
pretty cool.
Big Dre says, hello, John Jen in the chat. No sales in 8 days. I'm starting to
Oh.
feel the slow sales and the effects of being above standard instead of top rated plus. So here's the weird thing. I got that sale today with... it's not an alternate. I forgot what the hell it is. I have to look it up. But it's an auto part. And I went to look at the transaction details on it.
Compressor?
And no, it's... oh, we got another sale since then. It's not telling me we got sales. But it's this right here. It's for a BMW 228i. It's a intake camshaft cap set. And that's it right there.
gosh.
And I went into the actual listing itself. And it didn't show me that they were charging me extra. But it showed that I had my 10% discount for having free shipping as top rated seller plus. So my account isn't affected. I'm just thinking maybe that was like a warning email and they slap you on the wrist for a few days. It's kind of like when you get a series of like negatives or neutrals on your account and you see a kind of a slowdown for a short amount of time. That's kind of what I'm thinking and / hoping it is. So look, I am going to come out and tell you guys the good and the bad with this account, with this channel, with my business. I'm not here to hide as it's kind of embarrassing to tell you guys that, hey, I'm not, my returns are up. I mean, ever since going to free returns, now with eBay Motors, they force you to go to free returns. But, it is embarrassing to be candid about it because ultimately you're saying, hey, I'm not the perfect reseller. And I guess
We never
the message,
were anyway.
the message is I'm not trying to be the perfect reseller, but so many people will try to give off that vibe in their content that they're perfect. They don't screw up. My way is the only way. And I like to hope that I've never told that to anyone. Maybe I've given the impression sometimes because I get so fired up. I get so excited about the things that work for me. And it gives the impression that maybe, I guess I'm ignoring some of the processes and the methods that work for you guys. But I can only really be excited about what I know. And I'll never know what it's like to have 20,000 items in my store. I'll never know that.
I don't want to
She
know
won't let
that.
me know that.
I don't want to know that.
Tiffany Antrim says, hello all. Nice to see you, Tiffany.
Tiff.
And then Bachelor Brad says, I want $25 too.
Hello, Brad.
But all you guys had to do was just believe me that it's worth using that feature. I don't know. Who knows why they paid off that glitch and not anything else.
I don't know.
Casey New York says, hi, everyone.
Hello.
And then we got Spam and Primo with us.
Hello,
Nice to see you guys.
Spam and Primo.
I got to say, Primo was on one today. He was he was like extra today. Let me put it that way.
He's always extra.
He was more. Think of Primo.
There's no way
think
he
of
can be
Primo
more
extra.
extra.
No, think of Primo extra and add a little extra to that extra, and he was extra.
I don't know that that's possible.
Loving every minute of it. Thank you for being a member. Says I could pop in and sing the Western sizzling jingle that would drum up some more super chats for you. Are you talking about Sizzler? Steak, seafood, salad, Sizzler. You guys remember that one?
Oh my god.
Yes. Some of the commercials that I remember, it's like crazy. I can remember, I can barely remember things that like happen in my life in detail, but I can remember stupid commercials from the 80s and 90s. I don't know.
He remembers some of the weirdest things.
Takes time chat ranking to build. And David's number 3 in chat right now.
Well, as of that, I think it changes too.
Yeah. Michael Mullet says, dang guys, I took a nap after the bins, just got here. 6:26
Well, hey,
p.m.
hey,
That means you've been here
Michael.
for a half an hour. Nice to
I
see you,
know.
Michael. We got a lot of like deleteds here. So
Yeah, because they literally spammed our chat.
Bachelor Brad says, has anyone heard about eBay starting to hold funds till 3 days after delivery? Well, they've done that for select accounts. Now, there's rumors saying that this is going to be the norm at some point, but we went to eBay Open and they said, no, that's not supposed to happen. So it almost feels like it could be a thing that's rolled out and they weren't allowed to talk about it. They were only allowed to talk about what's currently going on. I don't even think that Primo and Spam have gotten that situation rectified. And what I'd like for you to do, Keith, when you're going to this event on Wednesday, or I believe maybe Thursdays when you're going to eBay Open in the UK, find out who handles the payment holds, number one. And number two, ask them, and I'll probably have to get with you on this to send you their badge. If it's the same person, find out why they didn't follow through when John from the United States at eBay Open asked them about it. And you can share. I'll probably give you maybe send you a text and share the badge. So it's like, look, you took a picture of your badge. You told them to contact you. Because you know what? It's, to me, the worst thing that you can do, and eBay, if you're listening, please take note. The worst thing that you can do is to tell a customer, and we're your customers when we show up to these events. I guess the only time they really treat us as a customer, that we have issues that we need to have dealt with. We bring these things up to you because, not to just bring up for the sake of conversation, because we want to see them fixed or resolved. And when you tell us you're going to resolve these things and you don't follow through, it leaves it's even worse. The situation becomes worse now. We have a worse feeling than we did. So we got there feeling kind of disappointed about whatever situation that we're bringing to eBay. We give them this information at eBay Open. They make us feel good about the possible resolution, and then we never hear from them again. And now we're back to the first feeling plus some, because now we're disappointed about our situation. But we're also disappointed that we were misled. So please, eBay, don't do that. If you have an answer, follow through with it, and don't leave people hanging. David says, if I get around to paying eBay fees, I will get to an open. Maybe they will give you your fees back. I mean, the cost of going to the open. Now, I think unfortunately,
free.
Is it free? That's good if
That's
it's free.
what
Hopefully, they didn't charge you guys.
Keith said it's free. The one that he's going to.
Spam Branch says, what happened? How do you become an above standard? Sorry if I missed you mentioning this already. Yeah, I would like to know what exactly, if you're willing to share, what exactly led you to that. Because when I go into my accounts, it says that if we were to evaluate today, you'd be above standard. So, not above standard, but you'd be top rated. Sorry. Above standard is where you got knocked down to. UTC Towing says, if you're ever in Salt Lake, let us know so you can grab a cheesecake and some coffee from the road from our cafe.
What? There we go. There's our road trip.
I think we have to go just for that.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous not to go after that offer.
I know. I want to go.
How far is it from? It's what,
It's
about
like
6 hours?
4.
6 hours?
4, I think.
I'm gonna have to go and stay in Salt Lake for the night.
I mean, I really kind of want to go to Flower Mound, Texas now.
Yeah, well, that's for another road trip.
That's for another one.
Pitco says, hey peeps, if you want me to ask any questions at eBay Open, then you got till Tuesday evening to get them questions in on PM in the Discord server. So, one question I do have, and I know that you were here with us on Friday, but it's about the warranty thing. So, I had somebody, I'm trying to find, here it is right here. So the person that the seller that I reached out to, the one that had 5 years on their gallery photo, and then in the listing it was 1 year. And I reached out and I said, what's up with the warranty? How does it work? Blah, blah, blah. So they sent me a reply saying that if you encounter any quality issues, please feel free to contact me directly through this window. I will provide you with the appropriate solution. And I said, well, that's not how it's supposed to work. eBay requires you to have this information in your listings. I already sent you the screenshot of the policy, blah, blah, blah. So he says, all right, thank you for your suggestions. We'll make the necessary changes as soon as possible. Thank you. That's a nice way of saying, get the hell out of here, Karen. because it probably came off as a Karen to this person. That I'm not trying to be that. I'm trying to understand if I'm a buyer and I'm seeking out a warranty from this person, that they're offering a warranty. How does one utilize that warranty? I'm sure that this is not going to be the same answer that I get if I was to buy a faulty part or item from them.
It's 6 hours.
What is?
5 hours and 45
Ooh.
minutes.
Well, I don't know. That's 4 hours I'm good with, right? 6? Almost
Well,
6?
We're due for a good long trip.
Well, we'll see. Travis in Dallas is pretty pissed that politicians keep running on one thing, then doing the opposite once they get elected. They definitely don't have a press conference bragging about this new tax.
Yeah.
A lot of times these taxes are implemented knowing that it's not going to affect a whole lot of people.
Yeah, but...
You're going to affect a lot of people, but most resellers on eBay sell in such small quantities that an extra 8% in fees is probably not going to be something that the casual seller is going to get upset about. But like Todd spending $70 a month now in fees extra, well, that's almost $800 something in fees a year. That's not good. That pays for your registration for your car, maybe.
I don't know
whatever.
whose registration is $70.
No, for the year, $800 something.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean we have high registrations out here.
I was gonna say $70. That's a deal.
The secondhand media man says, "I made it, John."
Hello.
Nice to see you, secondhand media man.
His name is also Derek.
Oh, you put that down there?
Yeah.
Assume your name is
Hello,
John based
Derek.
on the comment I read in the video I commented on. Yes, and I believe you said that you wanted a shout out for your channel. So go check out his channel, Secondhand Media Man.
Nice.
And on YouTube,
let's
he's under 1,000, trying to build it up. So if you could do that. And I like this comment on the video that I put out over the weekend about the boxes. Let's put it this way. Think about it, and see, this is the thing. A lot of folks don't come from the corporate background to know that companies have to put something in writing if it's a problem. If it's policy or problematic, it has to be in writing. So a company can't say, well, you can't do that if it's not in writing. So everything that all these companies do, whether it's Poshmark, Victory Packaging, USPS, they have a law department or someone they confer with to make sure that whatever program they're rolling out is in step with what they're supposed to do. And they also put out anything that is not supposed to happen if it's not supposed to happen. The idea that any of these three entities, whether it's Poshmark, Victory Packaging, or USPS, still hasn't put out anything saying that your packages will not get delivered with the Ground Advantage labels if it's purchased anywhere else other than Poshmark, tells me that it's technically okay. And maybe that's not enough for some people. I'm not here to convince you, but he was one that did comment something to that effect on the channel, and I appreciate the backup.
Yes, he has I believe I just saw 576 subscribers. So everybody go over there and subscribe.
So guys,
check it out.
Look, I know this, that you're doing a channel from the start. Did I pull a primo on you just now?
No, but you're really long-winded today.
Okay. Well, this is a live stream. This isn't like, let's watch John sit here and stare at the screen. This is John has to talk to keep the live stream going. But what I was saying before I was rudely looked at the wrong way, you gave me that look. It's hard to build a channel. And that first 6 months of grinding and not seeing any kind of return for your time and investment, I think that it's part of the process, and it's one way to weed the serious folks out from the non-serious folks, because the non-serious folks, they're not going to see that 1,000 subscribers through. So I do wish you the best, and if you are going to make content
He is. I saw his channel.
Yeah, but continue to make good content that's
and
relevant.
be consistent.
Yes. Mike says, "Hey guys, heading to the airport to drop off Archie. How's everyone?"
He's at the airport right now.
Oops, I just shipped myself. I felt California. I felt California. What of done this tax thing first?
Would have done this first. Yes. I thought the same exact thing. Is that's something I would be certain would come out of Texas or out of California, not Texas. So I thought that was kind of strange.
IdeaPad says, I hit the like button but did not get my membership. Guess I'll have to wait another 23 hours. Well, the like button isn't a promise for membership. The like button is you're going to get a sale in the next 24 hours.
Yes.
So hit that like button, guys. I don't know how or why it works, but it just does.
Yes, it does.
Find Good Treasures says, hi, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Find Good Treasures. Awesome.
How are you?
Anissa says, you aren't Richards. You're Lovies.
We love you.
Gail says, I don't belong to Poshmark.
That's okay. Call the phone number anyway and say that you ship your items through Pirate Ship and
see what they say.
I'd
like to know, because I tried to call before the show, but it was like a 30-minute hold, and I wanted to just ask, just to see, hey, what does this entail? What are we, allowed to do with these boxes? Is it just for, there's a rumor that there's a barcode that are on these boxes that if the barcode is scanned, that it'll somehow be tracked to the free shipment you received, and if it doesn't contain Poshmark materials, then it'll be returned to you.
What are they going to do? Open
guys,
my package?
We sent a return label to some goofball, a bunch of kids who bought a $10 item for the purpose of trying to prank us. They sent back with the same label over 10 times, including, and now you're talking about an 8-ounce return label. They sent a 20-pound tire. Was it 20 pounds? Like 15-pound tire. Okay. Yeah. They sent us a damn tire with that label. It was delivered. Not eBay, but USPS is not that sophisticated. Otherwise, they would have caught that label had been used one time already when they sent us the box of trash. So I'm here to tell you guys that there's a lot of people freaking out, like, oh, I don't want it to come back on my account. Really?
It's not going to, I promise you.
Really? And I'm not here to try to convince you otherwise. I just don't like it when...
now that I have a plethora of boxes...
I just don't want to feel like, there's people out there that will go in and immediately thumb down my video, that will call me a fraud and this, that, and the other thing. And, the little bit of integrity that I have is important to me. So it doesn't quite sit well with me when all I'm trying to do is to share... to share it with you. And for those of you who doubt that I have a closet, by the way, on Poshmark, we have a closet right here. And this is our closet. We have over 223,000 followers, and we're following over 1.8 million people. That is insane. We click the button that many times to follow somebody.
This account has been going on for a very long time. We've had a Poshmark.
So we didn't just go and open an account so we can scan Poshmark out of their boxes. We actually do have a few listings still on there.
Yeah,
we need to get
we don't
more,
have very many up there because we don't sell.
We've sold quite a bit. We have had 1,700 listings over time, but we're just we haven't come into a lot of boxes. I mean, a lot of items to sell. Tiffany says, is there a limit to the amount of boxes you can get? It's in increments of 25, and there's two sizes. One's like a larger shoebox size, and then another one is larger than that. It's like a 14 by 12 by 8 kind of box. And 25 is the minimum quantity you can get, but I know that you can order I saw someone that said they order like 200 to 300. So I mean, we're getting 300 of each of the boxes by accident. So. No, I don't think so. As long as it's realistic. I could donate them to local USPS, but
No.
if Archie here wants them,
We are going
then
to give them to Archie.
Archie, yeah. Michael Mullis says, wonder how long it will take Goodwill to stick a price tag on those free Ground Advantage boxes. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
I already showed you guys that the Priority Mail ones are being sold. Oh, I did show you, but I showed people. But
the law.
Yeah, I don't want to out where I go. But they were selling these, and I'm like, wow, really?
It is against the law. Do not do it.
Yeah, Archie, have a safe flight, dude.
Yeah.
Big Dre says, I did make one large bulk purchase this month, but haven't started listing. Got to get those listings up. Secondhand Media Man says, even as a $100,000 seller of physical media, I noticed a drop the past few weeks as well, and I'm a metric person. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, did you happen to use like a bulk listing tool? Do you use one? I know a lot of folks that use that sell media use those tools. Gadget Time says the paper tape machine is jamming because the feed wheel needs adjustment.
The feed wheel?
But now, okay, here's my question to you. It sounds like you know what you're doing with these machines. I remove the brush assembly. I remove that little trough with the water in it. So I run it and it just kicks out the tape just fine, perfectly, where I then have to run it over the brush. So it tells me the wheel's working, but only when that's removed. So maybe you know the answer to that.
Maybe you can help us, because we need help.
Gretchen says, wow, what's that? I don't know. What's that?
What's what?
What's that?
Sorry,
what
he's
not?
so behind I can't.
Absolute Affluence says, someone mod that person. Oh, all the spams. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Ping and Devon and everybody was.
Someone named Ordek Yin.
Yeah, it must be.
Must be, I don't know, a crazy robot. You can't.
I can't think of it.
You stopped me
I know,
to do that.
it's.
Anthony Antrim, going on with the bombardment of no more auction spam posts.
Oh, yeah. That's what they were putting, no more auction in big bold letters and doing it multiple times.
Why? What?
In one message.
Why?
I don't know.
And Flip says, someone with the wrench needs to get rid of them. Yes, so thank you for doing that, guys. I appreciate it. So we're going to kind of go down here.
Hold on.
The rollers can be changed in most of those. But I want to know if the roller is kicking it out without that brush there. My theory is that somehow it's going into the little lip of the area where the brush is, and it's getting stuck there. And it works when you kind of flatten it down, and then it goes back to not working. I don't know. It's
as soon as we put the water trough back on is when it jams.
Hey, you got Paul Rose. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Paul!
Awesome. Fair market flips says Goodwill sell them sometimes. I would be like, yeah, manager, we need to talk. You need to give me a deal on this stuff in this cart. Otherwise, I'm calling. No, don't do that. That would be wrong. Paul Rose says, whoever's modding, please jump on the nutter.
Oh,
on the
you don't
nutter.
have to read all that.
Okay.
Good. Dave reported
it. I appreciate you guys because they know I'm behind probably. And to flip it, he keeps changing the @ after the name, different accounts. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hey, John, thank you for your dedication to making great channel for the community. I caught your last video about the drama and comments and hate. Just push past it all. You're worthy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Look, there's going to be people that look at me sideways no matter what I say.
Like your wife.
Yeah, but you don't do it in a way that thinks that I'm trying to, like I'm out to scam. It's just, look, I got information. Like maybe it's helpful to someone. And if it sounds wrong to you, don't do it. I've never said, guys, you must do what I say. That would be horrible. I wouldn't want to watch that channel. Michael Mullet, bro does not like time sales, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
You want your needs. I still love you, your advice, and help, John, and I will join you in the doghouse for barbecue, football, golf, and reseller knowledge any day. Well, thank you. Darn it. Speaking of golf, man, was that crazy with the Ryder Cup? That's all I'll say. For those of you, if you know, you know. They almost came back and won. Paul says, damn, John, you've never banned me. Makes me feel like I'm not trying hard enough. I need to step up my offensive game. You've never been offensive at all.
No.
You know, it's just...
There's
we're
just
adults.
certain people.
We're adults.
That,
I mean, look, you can come out and say shame on you. That's fine. I mean, people have, and I just, replied. My goal is to not convince you that I'm right, but to just share with you why I do what I do or say what I say. And again, thank you to Jakester who gave me that information to begin with, because it wasn't for him putting out that information directly, I wouldn't have known to give it out. But guess what? I thought it was beneficial to someone out there, and if it doesn't make sense for you, don't use it. Absolute Influence says, you have worked hard to provide great content for the community. You have just as much a voice as someone with more subs. You'll have the subs soon enough. And that's fine. I look, if I ever get to my goal on YouTube, it is what it is. If I don't ever get there, it's fine. And that's one day I'd like to get that silver play button behind me. That's for getting 100,000. But
I don't know. YouTube seems to be in a lot of hot water lately.
Hot water from what?
We'll have to talk about it.
Rad Relics is nice hat. Well, thank you. It's my Live Lucky hat. Yes, Paul says, good. Thanks, Mods. Good job. Hopefully he's back in the rubber room now. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Here's a question from Absolute Affluence. Says, would you rather have a cheaper Ground Advantage price or have the price they have now and they keep upping the price to help pay for the free matte packaging material? 100% I'd rather have the cheaper labels, because a lot of the times our boxes are sufficient that we get from liquidation to ship these items anyway. I don't see using these in every shipment. I can see maybe getting an item that has a jacked up box, taking the item out and putting it in that box. But we still have like the plain boxes too that we use as well. So maybe it's good to like bundle, if you have multiples, bundle it all in the eBay box, that type of thing. But now that's not an eBay box, but the Ground Advantage box. That's kind of what I would say. It just really depends. If it's the perfect size box, I'll use it. But chances are we have about 10 different size boxes that would probably do better for what we're selling. So the lower labels is probably where I'm at on that. Paul says, Todd, come on now. Gwen would be lost without that arm. That's right. That is a lucky arm you have. How do you do with slot machines? Does it work well with slot machines? Basically, would you rather use your shipping material and have to buy the bags and boxes, or Ground Advantage to keep upping the price to accommodate for making the... If they had 10 different size boxes, which I don't see them ever doing, but if they had a lot more variety, I would say the trade-off's worth it. If you consider you're paying 50 cents to $1, sometimes more for these boxes, retail, depending on where you go, then Paul says Puerto Rico is one of those dodgy places to sell to. eBay knows it. Yeah,
it's definitely for sure dodgy.
So the rollers, huh? But again, I'm wondering about that.
The rollers can be changed on the paper tape machine.
Tiffany says, we're human, can't help dishonest buyers and scammers.
That's true.
Absolute Affluence says, I really do not like these experienced buyer sellers who abuse the system and INAD you so that they get free shipping both ways when they change their mind.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying every return that I had was... I'm not saying every return that I had was like that. Some were legitimate, but for the most part, I mean, there's a number of them that could have just I do free returns on a lot of my items. They could have used another reason, but whatever. I want to ask you guys for a favor. I'm going to take 1 minute of your time, if that's okay. And I do want to let you guys know about something that I think some people can use. If you can't, just give me, it's about a minute. So if you can do that for me, I'd certainly appreciate it. You hear us talk about TreeCat a lot on this channel. And yes, it's a cross-listing tool. They support eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. They just added Whatnot. So many features, like how about the ability to end your items if it sells on another platform? How about scheduled relist? So, even eBay doesn't offer that, where you can schedule an item to relist every so many days, weeks, or whatever it is. How about the ability to have a library of your listings, where eBay only keeps your listing 90 days. TreeCat will keep your listings and your photos indefinitely. So they're adding new features all the time. And the cool thing right now, guys, is between now and the end of October, if you use my code FAE, you will get 2 months for free. That's right, 2 months for free. The cool thing is, if you decide to stay with TreeCat, which I think you will, you only pay as you sell. So if you don't make many sales, you're not going to pay much. There's no monthly fees. There's no sign-up fees or anything like that. But use my code FAE to get 2 months for free. What are you waiting for? So that's my little infomercial segment that I might be using because, oh, I got a sale. It's a car stereo. So there we go. Maybe I'm out of punishment now. So yeah, we do support TreeCat. They're probably our biggest sponsor to this channel, and they've been great to us. And we're just trying as much as we can to help build their business, and they're allowing us to really be a part of that process of building the business and coming up with a lot of cool things. So check it out. Use the link down below and get your 2 free months as soon as you can. I'd appreciate that. Secondhand Media Man says, I'm the same way in my videos. I give info of what I've been doing for decades and more so about physical media buying and selling. So that's cool. If you guys are into media and reselling media, go check out Secondhand Media Man.
Derek.
And hopefully we'll see you in these chats, in the future. Because
Yes.
there's a lot of resellers of media in this chat that could use advice.
Bachelor Brad, yes, 2 months for free if you use our code.
Yeah.
We are the only ones who have a 2 months free code.
We're the only affiliate that they're doing this with.
Yeah.
So please make sure that you use the code. What they do is every week they're going to go in there and monitor who uses the FA. It's FAE is the code. If you use that code, then they're going to automatically set you for 2 months for free. So, and we say free in that they don't charge you a monthly fee to begin with, but any sales you have that are linked to a cross-listed sale where they delist it, then that's for the first 2 months, you're not paying for that. And I think it's a great program because none of us know how many sales we're going to get from 1 month to the next. And it would suck to have to pay like $50-$60 for a tool every month when you're having a bad month, right? It makes you think, well, why am I paying this if I'm not doing well? But with a program like TreeCat, you're only paying as you go. And you're not doing well, they ain't doing well. So give them a look if you can. Keith says, if you guys are really lucky, you might even get the eBay Open video up by the end of the week, too.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Doug Lohr says, I upgraded my store and got $50. I thought I had already used my $25, and I guess I did. Stocked up for Q4. There you go. Get one reminder to you guys. We have 2 days to use your Q3 code for your supplies on eBay. So if you have a store, I think it's not basic, but starter. Where's it basic? I think it's basic or higher. You should have a $25 or higher coupon that you can apply towards the cost of eBay branded boxes and like tape and all that. Make sure you're doing that because in like 3 days we're going to get new codes and those old ones aren't going to be any good. So don't waste your codes and not use them. Devon says we got cyber attacked by bots or trolls. Yes.
We did.
Paul says, yeah, John, Primo was on top form today. Spam could hardly get a word in edgewise. We learned more about Pokey's butt.
Oh, no.
See, you just told us you didn't watch the show without telling us you watched the show.
I didn't watch the show today.
Why not? Pink says, yep, the premium store gets a $50 shipping supplies coupon. That's awesome. Let's see. More money is not worth more problems for me anyway. You're right.
That's true.
Todd says, I think the officials finally caught up to Lag. He has been missing all day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, where is Lag? Now, we haven't figured out if Lag's a guy or girl. We haven't figured that part out. We all have our opinions. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
That's been like the big mystery. But Lag doesn't really jump on this program very often. I don't know. Maybe it's too late for where they're at. I don't know. But if Keith can do it, nobody has an excuse when it comes to time. David Pentland says...
Paul.
Or Paul. Or The Crazy's Life. or David
David
Pentland
Pentland.
from Scotland.
Yes.
And here's
And,
David
well,
Pentland right here.
Duncan
They
is-
done 3-day payout after delivery for private sellers. That's your personal accounts. And then recanted after getting a backlash. They still do it for poor performance private accounts. Yeah, that's good. That's the key thing. They do respond to a lot of backlash. Absolute Influence says eBay needs to do a tiered support system for their sellers. When you work your way up as a seller, you should have a dedicated liaison and or account manager to help you keep your account in standing. But I think they call those top sellers. We found out at eBay Open that there's people that I think if you sell, it's $500,000 or more, then you get like special treatment. So maybe that's the case for those folks. Todd says, I'm below standard, but my eBay account is top rated. That's interesting. You can't have both.
You're not below standard.
Your arm is
Stop.
not below standard.
Stop it.
Picking with the pages says, hi, you two.
Hello.
Hope life's treating you well. I ordered my USPS boxes. Thank you a ton.
Oh, yay.
Well, that's awesome. That's good to know that you are doing those. Todd says, my account is top rated absolute. My personality is below standard.
Oh, stop it. That's a lie.
Yeah, Jenna wants a road trip.
Yeah, I do want
Next
a road
meetup
trip.
will be in St. Louis. Hope you can make it. Depends on when you're going. Megan says,
Louis?
fell behind, but Flower Mound, Texas has $70 car registration.
Stop it right now, Megan.
They have $10,000 iPhone 14s in the bottom of the
In
lake.
the bottom of the
But
lake.
$70 car registrations.
That's
nuts.
wild.
Mike Mecco says also ABC Matt is planning a meetup in May for the Pacific Northwest. That's closer for you.
Oh, well.
Huh. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Where in the
Portland.
Pacific? No, I won't be.
Paul
going
says,
to
John, a
Portland.
channel I watch regularly, Honest Places, is local to me. Lad who goes to dive bars and rates the drinks. Just dropped one in Vegas today. Not his best, but interesting all the same.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, interesting. It's called Honest Places.
Honest places.
Derek says, I appreciate it. Channel started in December. Basic format and quality. Yeah. Just, find what your audience wants and do more of it.
Callie Debs.
I got 3 sales during your live. Maybe turning off EIS is working. Not sure. I turned it off 2 days ago. That is outstanding.
Yes.
Paul Rose says, I remember all that fiasco, John. They ended up getting their collars felt by the college, didn't they?
They sure did.
I don't know what happened. I know that
They sure stopped,
it
though.
was a dorm that was doing this. That's where the eBay accounts were from, but eBay wouldn't shut these accounts down because over a couple that were causing the havoc to screw it up for the rest of the people in the dorm. That's what they were telling me. So picking with the pages says, so OMG, I hope not, because my eBay sister store opened a Poshmark account, didn't list anything, but ordered the free boxes, got the email confirmation.
Yeah.
There you go. I wouldn't worry about it too much, guys. It's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal. But, I think I've said enough on that topic. Big Dre says, Poshmark boxes are definitely a perk to those that cross-list. Yeah, it is. Henri Scott says, well, I have not received my GA boxes, and I have been using eBay boxes to ship. Just cover up the eBay logo.
Andy Reynos.
And I'm
here.
not mad at you for that.
Yeah.
It's...
I
Now,
mean-
Posh might not be happy that you're sending an eBay box, but that's on them.
But you
who
know
cares?
what? You know what, though? I do a lot of, what's the word?
Frankenbox?
No, reusing old
Nagging?
boxes. So we get Amazon deliveries. We get Amazon deliveries quite often, and so I will use those if they are a unique shape or size, not shape, but size.
Box.
If they are something that I don't already have, I will keep it. And I have had a little stockpile of those boxes. But I did actually get rid of all of those boxes this weekend.
Picking with the Pages says, I have a Posh closet, but I was for real going to use the boxes for Posh, Mercari, and eBay.
Yeah.
Look, here's my thought. We do a lot of pre-boxing things. It just stores better that way. Now, if you have an item that maybe you do that with, you have it, let's say, on one or more of those platforms. Say you have it on eBay and like let's say you have a pair of like boots that you put in the box that are on Poshmark and eBay, I don't see the problem at all with you having those already pre-boxed, and regardless of where the label's coming from, whether it is from Poshmark or from eBay, as long as it's a Ground Advantage label, boom, you're slapping that on there and you're shipping it out.
You know, and like going back to what I was saying, so the Amazon boxes that I use on occasion, I will take a piece of paper tape and I will cover up the Amazon logos. You know, their stupid little arrow thing. I will cover those up and any other markings that might be there. So I do the same things you guys do.
Susan says, are they going to know? Like Jenna said, are they going to open the package?
Yeah.
I got my order in, but I do sell on Posh amongst all the shares and likes, which are more than my sales will ever be.
Yeah.
They're not opening up your package.
They're not going to open your package. They're not even going to give it a second look after they scan the label. They are going to chuck it into their truck and they're going to put it in the sorting area and it's gone. They don't care. They really don't care that much. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, they let us get 150 each on our first order too.
Yeah.
Todd says that it's better to be overboxed than underboxed because you can always give the boxes to the carrier; they can take them.
Yeah,
And
because I have a bunch of
we need to get rid of those
priority ones that I pulled down, and I want to get rid of them.
Biff says USPS is supposed to catch duplicate labels, but they definitely don't.
No.
I accidentally printed the same label twice a couple weeks ago. Sent 2 items to the same person. I finally fixed it today.
Yeah. Yeah, we for sure know that they do not check their labels because those people that were sending us things, they were using the same label over and over and over again.
David says, Resale Rabbit posted that he got a Wi-Fi extender taken down for a threat to national security. I was thinking of yours that had a similar fate.
Yeah, didn't we have one like
No, we had a cell phone booster. So it's like, it looks like a little antenna that, you remember those old antennas you'd put on your roof for TV reception? It looks like a smaller version of that with some cabling and a box that you plug into the wall. And it's supposed to give you, like your house, better reception, and it works with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and the other carriers. That's all it is. I have 2 of those up on the main, and I had a third one up on the second store, different model, different look and everything. It was $1, so I put it up on that store, and I had it for like 50 something bucks plus shipping. And here I get a takedown notice saying that it interferes with. It's a device that interferes with signals, so it can't be like a signal, not a booster, but a signal jammer or something, and it can't be sold on eBay. I'm like, but it's a signal booster. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to take this. I'm going to sell it at a super cheap price, like $40, because it was only $1 anyway. Put it on my other account, and it sold the next day. So once you get flagged, like our second account's been kind of picked on with all the Veros, you're on every Vero watch list for like a year. So something that one person the bots wouldn't see something on, it'll see something that isn't there for another person, and we're that. Yeah. Midwest Picker says, hey y'all, I'm late. How do you get the ground boxes? Do you have to call a number? Well, you can call 1-800-610-8734 and do that game. Or you can send, do a Google search for Poshmark blog, and it should be the first one that comes up, and then it should have some details and a link on how to order these boxes that way as well. Let's see. Flip says, I think people panic for nothing about those boxes. They don't say Poshmark, you're right. And no one, including Poshmark, have said that they are only for Poshmark. They're just like USPS and priority boxes. Now, I can tell you, somebody did come out and say they have updated it. Poshmark has updated on their blog page to say that it is not for eBay, Poshmark, and they have said this. Okay, but these aren't Poshmark's boxes.
No.
They're not Poshmark's boxes.
They do not own them. They did not print them. They did not make them. They don't.
They just had an agreement to come out and announce it through their channel first. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to get people to sign up for Poshmark. because people are, they go to sign up for getting the boxes.
Yeah.
They're going to say, well, I have my new Posh account. Here it is. And they may not have ever thought about opening an account on Poshmark. So it's going to help Poshmark in that way. But in no way, shape, or form is Poshmark like notified if you use it for some.
There's no way to know, to be honest.
It's not that sophisticated.
Yeah, you're giving, not you, but people are giving USPS and Poshmark too much credit. They're not that smart. And when it comes down to managing all of the things that they have to manage, that's not something they're going to do. It's just not.
No. And my screen is screwed up here, so...
what happened?
Thumbs up for your sale.
Yes.
Hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that. Paul Rose says, no, you feel eBay can be very weird sometimes. I had a vintage 1970s iced lolly wrappers taken down as drug paraphernalia.
Drug paraphernalia.
Just to be says, type in Google search,
That's
can
so
you use
dumb.
free USPS ground advantage boxes for eBay? AI says illegal.
Okay,
AI
so
makes shit
then
up too.
my question is AI, tell me where that is written.
Here's the thing. AI is going to make up its best answer to please the user. What I want from anybody, and I've challenged anyone to do this, is to show me in either USPS or Poshmark where it is illegal or it won't work, even go as far as it won't work if you use these boxes for any other use. As long as you're using ground advantage, if you're sending Aunt Thelma some stuff in the mail, it has nothing to do with reselling, you can use it as long as you're using ground advantage labels.
I'm going to go get
In it to flip it says, I would guess that USPS made some kind of an agreement with Poshmark that they could roll them out first. Yes, I can promise you this, they wouldn't have enough supplies to roll it out nationwide to all the post offices. Now, eventually they will, and what I've heard, many people say that they've spoken to their postmaster and they're looking at getting them here very soon. So it's not an unknown quantity the way it was when, like a month ago, I went to USPS locally and they're like, we've never seen these boxes. We don't even know they exist. John Elashat says, hey John, I know eBay changed the policy in eBay Motors for returns. I've been listing motorcycle parts with buyer pays returns, a 14-day policy, and I've made sales. Should I keep it like that? I know if you have just used condition, you can get away from the free returns requirement on eBay. I know some people have changed to now sell their parts as used parts. I guess the bottom line is, if it works for you, are you getting sales? I do know this. Having a 14-day policy and having a return policy like that is going to bump you down just a little bit in the algorithm. So if you're happy with your sales, keep doing what you're doing. That's what I would suggest.
Okay, so here's the smaller one.
That's the shoebox size.
That's the shoebox size. And then here's the larger one. And
Here it is. You're hitting the buttons. You're hitting my buttons.
sorry. So this one looks to be like a 12 by 12 by 12 by 12 by 9 approximately.
Yeah, this one is a 14 by 8 by 7.75 by 5.3. Just your perfect shoebox size.
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
And
there
then
you
they
go.
on the inside they have actually marked ground advantage, so that people can't turn them inside out, because we all love those. So here, put those over.
All right. And look, like I said to whoever had challenged it before, if there's a policy or something that's in writing that says you are subject to X, Y, and Z, if you use these for anything other than Poshmark, I will take those videos down. And it to flip, it says, just ask your AI to show you where it got that info.
There you go. That's my question.
John says, don't do as I say, and somehow we're all still listening. I don't know. Bachelor Brad, I vote for a silver plate for John. Well, thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that. Paul Rose says, John, when I was reselling, I often got the heads up on new things from the channel. You are invaluable, both with information and the sense of community. That's why I'm still here, sir.
We love
and that's
you,
why
Paul.
it is like midnight and you're still here. So thank you for being here.
Yeah. Between
Pissed
him,
on a silver plate. John needs a gold plate. Look, it's just a goal. You know, I think no matter what you do in life, you should tie some type of goal to it. I think it'll make the task and the journey a lot more rewarding if you're able to hit it. David says, my first opportunity to flex some mod muscle on a spammer, and I was lost in a fillet steak. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, you guys got it done, so that's all that matters. We appreciate that.
Todd says, USPS raising shipping during fourth quarter. I have no qualms about using their boxes for anything. I may use them for toilet paper.
Oh,
that'd
don't
be kind
do
of rough.
That would really
That'd be kind of like
leave
German.
a mark.
That'd be kind of like German toilet paper, wouldn't it? Absolute Affluence says, hey, John, what is your golf handicap? 15-ish, 15, 16.
I don't know what that means.
That's okay. You don't have to.
I don't need to.
Susan Phelps says, this was on my email after ordering from supplies. As a reminder, the postal tracking supplies you are ordering are the property of the USPS and are provided solely for shipping. Yes. And the email that I received from USPS, boom, that's a golf part. This is a golf cart battery charger that sold. So maybe I was in timeout for a minute. I don't know. But yes, you're right. That's the email. When you get your confirmation email, it'll say, please know that this is only for USPS Ground Advantage. That's it. I turned into a robot, yes. Biff says, I don't know anything about paper tape, but maybe the rollers need to be cleaned. The brush could be providing just enough resistance to create a problem because the rollers aren't gripping anymore.
And
that makes sense.
It does make sense. Like I told John, I would like to take a thin piece of sandpaper and roll it under to, like, I don't know. I've cleaned it. I have used Goof Off to get the stickiness off. I have done a lot, except I have not taken it apart, and I don't want to do that.
So Jane says, with the tree company, it's the TreeCat,
TreeCat.
do I have to make my listings on their site, or
No.
can I import eBay listings? No, you can make your listings on eBay and then port them over to a main library. But you'll find that if you're cross-listing, it's easier to manage all the different platforms through just one listing on their platform. That makes sense. So everything you adjust will be through the one listing that you can then push over the changes to each platform. It's so much easier that way. Yeah, and I'd screwed up when I hit the button. So this whole OBS studio is a new setup for me the way it is right now. Jenna's look was priceless. Yes, it was. Paul says, I think Lag has escaped his basement, or the basement. His mom left the door unlocked again. They still have the dogs combing the woods with snipers. And yeah, you're in Flower Mound, Texas.
Yes, I want to go there so bad. I don't know why.
Paul says, my twisted mind can't get past the name Flower Mound. I really need to get out more.
It kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop as well. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of towns in this country that I don't quite understand how they got their names.
So for Bushman, found out what USPS boxes were being retired, and I stockpiled them, and I use them for filler now. You know, a lot of Amazon sellers do that too. You want, you need gifts and books. Thank you for the show today. The community really helps, and I'm glad you have made this space for us. Hope you have a good week, FA fam. Miss Shortcoin or Devon, I will see you at the border at 1 a.m. Pacific time. That's awesome.
That's funny.
And yes, this is the number for the Ground Advantage boxes. There's a little hold, though, so you might be on hold for a while.
Yeah, Keith, I see your message about getting Derek out of timeout. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet, and I'm going to figure it out.
How do you get there?
I think Ping, because it said Ping blocked it.
Oh, Ping.
So, no, it's okay. I'll figure it out. It just has him hidden. I'll take care of it.
Ping with the band hammer, huh? Paul Rose says, I did the same with bogus takedowns. If I hit no joy from customer service, just relisted them on another account. Yeah. And then just say, okay, we'll slap my hand twice if it's really a problem, but it's not, because I have others. Buy low, sell chai. Can you show the box, or is it on your last video?
That's
yeah, we
the
just
one
did.
that-
Okay. USPS Stepped and Doggy do only offering the boxes to only Poshmark. I just think it's a supply thing.
I think it's just like I told John in the very beginning when he started mentioning it, I think it's a slow rollout for the Ground Advantage boxes that they talked about doing, a year and a half, 2 years ago, when you started talking about it, when they said they were going to have Ground Advantage boxes, but we never saw anything, right? Well, I think this is a slow rollout to push them out and see who and how many people you will use them. And so it just so happens that Poshmark got to be the lucky ones, you know?
So I want you guys to do me a favor. Duncan has a request. 400 in sales today. Hit the like to get a free cancellation. So go to his channel and hit the like button for him so he can get a free cancellation.
Doesn't have a channel.
Devon says, what can you fit in those boxes?
On the first one, there's shoe boxes, so you could fit shoes and then in the other box you could fit quite a few items in there. I would say probably if somebody bought like 5 to 10 t-shirts, you could put them in that one, nicely folded and everything. You two look like you're rehearsing a new Vegas magic trick with those boxes.
So there's some sidebar comment. We got Nick, Christopher Nutter with us.
Hey,
nice
Chris.
to see you. Paul Rose says, Derek's a great guy. Did you see
He
the
really
picture of his
is.
new puppy?
No.
Pebbles on Primo's today. Super cute.
Did you see Pebbles?
No.
I want to see Pebbles.
Susan-
Derek, if you're still watching, we love you, and please put your picture of your new puppy in the Discord.
And whatever you do, make sure when you come back into chat, you apologize to Ping for whatever you did.
No.
For the banhammer.
Derek didn't do anything.
Susan
I think
says-
she was trying to get the psycho out of the chat.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys. Look, I remember one time when I had Nightbot on. I don't need Nightbot because you guys are on it.
Yeah.
Nightbot was like, don't use caps. It would like be, it's like having
it's annoying.
having a free Karen in your chat.
Yeah, it's don't tell me how many emojis I can use. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I had to turn it off. Susan says, as any sellers had I can't even speak. As any sellers had sold items that had watchers start staying on the site, but when you click the item, it says put on my wish list. They used to delete them from active listings. Huh.
Oh,
I don't
know.
notice that.
I don't know. I don't
Duncan
have
says
that
no
answer.
channel flippin' easy ain't. You want you need says oops. That's a sidebar convo. So
Hold on, let me
what's
see
for
if I-
dinner? What is for dinner?
Well, because you forgot.
Oh shite.
I was going to mention it earlier, but he forgot we were going to put a
I have
turkey
a
breast.
I've got a turkey breast, deboned turkey breast. I'm gonna put it in the smoker, and that takes like 2.5 hours ish.
Not tonight.
Tomorrow, I guess. Dang it! Why did you do that? Looks like KFC.
No, it's not.
What?
No.
Why can't we have KFC?
No.
Treasure Maze says, I see a price increase for Grand Advantage now. We will pay for boxes somehow.
Yeah.
We already are.
We already are.
We already are.
Yeah.
Big Dre says, I got a question on $250 hoodie. I hit the like. Let's go.
Wow, that's awesome.
There you go.
$250.
Well, he only got a
hoodie?
question. He didn't get a sale. He got a question.
Well,
So
hey,
now, Big Dre, it's up to you to seal the deal.
seal the deal.
Paul says, I always knew Ping was vicious. Just kidding.
No, she's not.
Alicia says, I have 17,400 priority boxes left, so I use them when I need a box and then place a poly over it. I have been waiting since 1972 to get my ground boxes. 3 emails later. Yeah, be patient. They're coming.
72. That's a lot of dang priority boxes. Holy cow.
Duncan says, dinner is KFC.
No.
Christopher Nutter says, Duncan, shift on Discord when we're all sleeping. LOL. Yep, he does the night shift.
He does, yes.
Ping G says, I have no idea what happened. The chat was going so fast.
I know. It's not your fault.
Banhammer.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Flipping from the trailer says, evening, everyone. Nice to see you
Hello,
flipping from
how
the
are
trailer. So,
I gotta figure out how to unblock. Derek.
Biff says, do you guys ever visit Tacos El Gordo? My friend from LA
Yes.
visit Vegas and rave about it. So Tacos El Gordo, they have a couple in town.
Yeah.
The first thing we ever went out and got to eat when we moved to Vegas was Tacos El Gordo. We got all those
The
carne asada fries. And I bought 3 carne asada fries. It was $40 and that was in 2019.
Yeah.
That was crazy high. Now they have a thing. You go if you want beef, you got to go in this line. If you want chicken, you got to go into this line. If you want menudo or whatever, you have to go in that line. And it's like, this is just weird for me, so we've never gone back. But the food wasn't bad.
No, they're actually very close to us too. Pretty close, not too far away.
Secondhand Media Man, put you on mute so I can make my sourcing video. Done and posting in a few. 5 subs from here. Thank you again.
Wow,
You're welcome.
Nice.
Always like to help when I can. So guys, I think that's where we're going to end this thing. Want to thank you guys for being here with us. Another great live stream. Thank you for all the super chats and the members. For those of you who are members or thinking about being a member, come and hang with us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll go ahead and have a members only live so we can dive deep into someone's account.
Alicia says, thanks to Jenna's shipping video, I decided to create a packing and shipping ASMR channel. LOL.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jenna, for the inspiration.
Well, you can share your
That
link.
is so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
What is the channel name? Is it under your name? I'd like to subscribe.
So again, thank you guys for being here, and again, thanks for the super chats.
And Derek, I know you're watching. I am
You can
so
do it!
sorry. I will get you unblocked. I just got to figure out how.
There's
There's
Thomas.
Thomas.
Thank you for the
Hi.
super chat. Well, darn it, thank you for being here. Too bad you couldn't make the live, but hopefully you can join the replay crew. And want you guys to have an excellent week. Even if you didn't get the $25 credit we were talking about, you know, sometimes eBay bites off more than they can chew. That's too
Oh
cute.
my goodness.
Sometimes eBay bites off too much
Look at that
more than they can chew with this whole cost of goods feature, and I'm hopeful that they can put this cost of goods feature into play very soon because I really want to use it. But figuring it out, whether or not you are getting that credit, quite easy to do, but yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. Want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day and week.
We love you guys, and we hope that you have all the sales and everything and good weather, and be blessed.
Take care, everyone.
We love you.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Barrel takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buys galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them, and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that is within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. All resellers are going to make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that is within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Cut so already easy.